Welcome back to the channel, Utopia Magic Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well, obviously, but let's see what the energy is. This is just a general reading. I'm not sure of the vibe I want to go towards, like if I want to, because typically I don't like to do readings myself, you know, because we're all human and we got things going on ourselves, and anybody tells you they ain't got things going on, they lying. And if they don't, you know, good for them, right? Very blessed. But let's see. Energy. Ace of Wands reversed. So it's like a lack of new beginnings. Let's see, what does Spirit want to say about that? The Sun, so not being able to see into the future, what might be next. But this is all about self, obviously. It could even be like a little bit too much about self. Okay, here's another card that fell. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so Knight of Wands. Okay, that quick moving energy into something that is no bueno, okay? Letting your guard down a little bit too much might not be the answer right now. Or maybe that's the energy you guys are in, like because you've stopped letting people in and you've been taking your energy back, which is good, because I do see for some it could move into things that aren't so pleasant. It could even drain you of your finances, your actual finances. What does Spirit want to say about this? Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, Three of Swords reversed. It's moving out of that energy. It's moving out of the energy of this stuff is draining to you. You don't even have the capacity to deal with things that are draining. You don't even have that capacity at the moment. And I feel like you've come to terms with that. And maybe there's something you're ready to put down, or you have already put down. Spirit saying you've made the right decision. Now what? Now what? Page of Swords, a new beginning. So maybe just a bit of reflection is going on. It's really not a new beginning. Like I said, it does have a little bit to do with self. Well, actually a lot to do with self. You know, tapping into your own energy and not letting it get the best of you, and staying grounded. Like if negative thoughts are coming up, you're obviously taking it into a mindset that is not accurate, because at the end of the day, I do believe when we pass away, this was all for a reason. There's a reason behind everything. There is a reason why sayings are a thing. There is a reason why there is a saying called everything happens for a reason. You see what I'm saying? Those little sayings, they do have meaning. The Moon reverse. So things are like, you are seeing more clearly now. It's like, but you haven't been in this energy for a long time. And I feel like that's where that shaky energy is coming from, that shaky foundation. Like you're ready to get going and get moving and get the ball rolling, but your foundation is still not as stable as you want it to be. How do they make their foundation more stable? How do they focus on themselves? How would they do that? So things may not come as quickly as you would like if you're still in the energy of conflict. There may be a bit of things there's some things that there needs to be resolved. Apologies maybe from their end or yours. Now, like I said, well, not like I said, but you can't make people apologize to you. You can't make people feel sorry. That separates the humans from the beast, is if they feel guilt for what they do. A lot of people don't feel guilt for what they do. And I don't know if it's just a blockage within themselves, like they're blatantly avoiding it. You know what I'm saying. That's not the point. The point is, how can you build more onto your foundation? Anything that's bringing you conflict, anything that's making your heart race, anything that's bringing anxiety to you, it needs to be dealt with. For instance, if there's people that will always have conflict with you, do your best to absolutely avoid them. if there is a bill that needs to be paid, or someone that you need to call in order to set up an appointment, and it's bringing you anxiety not doing it, and you're still not doing it, do it. You need to do this. These are things we need to do. Let's see. Temperance reversed. 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's going to bring a lot of, that's where a lot of your imbalance comes from, is being focused on having to protect yourself. Spirit protects you all the time. All the time, Spirit is protecting you. You're not going to get out of it that easy. It's like you're not going to get out of this life that easy, or you still have things to be dealt with. There's still things to do, and okay, let me just pull some more cards. I feel like I'm going in circles. I always go in circles with these readings, but I feel like Spirit repeats itself. Or maybe I'm just not understanding. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, there you go. That's the equal exchange between people. Make sure things are fair right now. If there's something you need to do that you know you need to do, there's somebody you need to call them. If there's a bill you need to pay it. If there's someone you need to call to set up an appointment, set up this appointment. Like, they're just, that equal exchange, it will be given to you as long as you put in the effort as well. There's nothing for you to fear at all. You're on the right track. Let's get an angel number. 2323. So maybe 2023 was a significant year for you. But it says endless cycles. There's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then you make a change and the world around you follows. Whatever you want, you can have it. And it may not be exactly as you think, but it will be exactly what you want. I know that sounds weird, but for example, if there's certain things you need to let go now, obviously they're not going with you into your new chapter, but they will be replaced 10 times better. And that doesn't mean that we hold resentment or hatred in our hearts. We let them go. It says, Witch's Hat. Express yourself, share your gifts with the world. Yes, you are a needed person. If you're looking for a sign to share your gifts to the world, here it is. Things come and go. Surrender to the universe, not allowing things to be forced into your life. Maybe there's people in this that's listening to this reading that needs to put a mirror at their front door, facing their front door, so anything that's trying to come in will be reflected back out. A vision board also would be good for you guys. Let's see. Something about your Virgo your Virgo stuff is going on. Y'all need to do your mundane task. Or maybe this reading is trying to tell you like there's an appointment you're forgetting. Call all your doctor's offices. Call your kids' doctor's offices. Make sure there's no appointments that you're forgetting or missing or need to reschedule. And write all that down so you don't forget it, because you may be on top of it today, but in a month you might not be, and your appointment might be 2 months from now. See what I'm saying? Your root chakra and your third eye chakra. Love it. Okay. It says responsibility. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excesses and overindulgences as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. Yeah, just forgive yourself. That don't even matter anymore. Where you're at right now is what matters. The past don't even exist. The future don't exist. Right now is what exists. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. And this is the third eye chakra. I recognize that a great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in the form of intuition, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, and hypersensitive feelings. I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical, I think I said that wrong, and spiritual viewpoint. I aim to understand the truth behind situations that come my way, as this helps me to respond with wisdom. I cultivate positive beliefs about my life and others. Okay, and that's the thing. If you're here listening to this reading, you probably already resonate with this, but I'm going to remind you why spiritual people believe like this, because it's easy. Because if you're you know, some type of certain religion, like, you know how those rules are, and I'm not saying anything's better than the other, and I want you to take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind, but that's why we say that everything happens for a reason, and where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be, because unless you're trying to better yourself out of it, all that questioning yourself and doing all that is going to just take you into like a psychosis, spiritual psychosis. I think that's where a lot of spiritual psychosis comes from, is people get confused. Why is all these bad things happening to me? I thought it all happened for a reason. And rather than taking it for just what it is, because honestly, that's really just what it is. We're here just to live life. We're here to just experience these things and to take back that knowledge that we learned. And if that's the truth, I don't know, but that's what I believe. That's what I believe. That's what resonates with me, and that's what makes me feel the best. I don't feel scared when I think of that. I don't even feel like questionable. It just makes sense. It resonates. And maybe that's something that you guys are working on as well, is like your actual belief systems. What do you really believe in? And if this is not something that's significant to you or important to you, then you wouldn't be here. Your belief systems are important. They help you get through your day-to-day, your Virgo energy. That's why Virgo and Pisces is sister signs, because they go hand in hand. Okay, so you got change in direction. So your lives are changing, y'all. Like, there is new stuff. Oh my God, look, it says ground yourself. Ground yourself, y'all. Okay, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Anything that you're feeling anxiety about, anything you're feeling nervous about, please understand you are protected. Nothing that you can't handle will happen. Nothing, even if you think you couldn't handle it, I'm just saying, you are protected. Okay, your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you far indeed. Go for it. And to ground yourself, when you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon this earth, y'all. What was I saying? You guys are needed here. My readings, when I do readings for people, the only reason why you guys find me is because I'm meant to tell you these things. I may repeat myself a lot, but you guys are needed here. You're meant to ground yourself at this time and bring yourself back down. Sounds like you've been pulling yourself out of your reality a lot. And it's time, Spirit's saying, pull back down. Like, especially if life's getting hard. If things aren't making sense, you're ungrounded. And if you can't seem to get stuff together, it's your root chakra. You're ungrounded. And Spirit wants you to know that they're listening to your prayers. And it's less about prayers and more about manifestation. Please do research on the law, universal laws, because it does make sense. Okay. That was quick. It says elevation. Y'all are moving up. Things are changing for you. Okay, it says, I free myself from fear and I trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strength and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. That is kind of the vibe I've been getting for a while now with these readings, is pulling yourself out of that darkness instead of falling into it. Because honestly, people say that depression sucks and stuff, but it's so much easier to just fall in depression and allow it to take over your life than it is to fight the depression. Not saying depression isn't there regardless. Either way, you're in the depression. But it's easier to just wallow in your own pity than it is to pull yourself or do absolutely everything you can every freaking day to pull yourself out of it. You have no idea what people go through. People have no idea what you've been through. So why are you letting them, what they say about you and what they think about you, bother you? They have no idea what you've gone through. Okay, so let's get some key words. You guys are elevating. You're moving up in the world. Animals. So animals are significant to you guys. You need to love on animals. Maybe go to a zoo, something. Be open-minded about your mental health. Whenever I see this, it makes me think maybe there's like a new medicine you could try, or you don't think mental health is an actual thing. It really is, okay, y'all? And Mars is coming out. Look at your Mars placement in your birth chart if you like astrology. It has something to do with this. A couple more keywords. And then I'm going to end the reading. See, there it is again. It's talking about let go. And here's another love, talking about love. So you guys are tapping into love in your heart chakra and loving yourself and everyone else. It says it's your purpose to shine. It is. You're meant to be here. You're meant to be seen. Let go. Let's see. Abandonment. Let go of your abandonment. Anybody who's abandoned you in the past. Anything that you just said to this, what I just said, is an excuse. It's your north node to mother yourself and to receive an abundance and love doing so. It is your purpose to overcome these things. No more excuses, right? So I want you guys to ask me a yes or no question, and this is going to be the end of this reading. And whenever you get your question, you can pause the video so you can go ahead and get your question, because I'm about to flip the card and let you know whether it is a yes or a no. Go ahead and pause the video when you get your question, and when you're ready, the answer is yes. Okay, and on the back of this card it says, your youth, wealth, and beauty should not be used against you. So I want you to take this reading how it resonated. It's your purpose to shine. You can comment that down below. It's my purpose to shine. It's my purpose to be rooted. It's my purpose to overcome things. It's my purpose to be happy. I'm going to end the reading here. If it resonated, like it, subscribe to the channel, share it, and comment it down below. I hope you guys have a great day.